Good morning, everybody. Well, we have finished. I'm going to tell you, for a year, we've cruised. And we're going to start back all the way to February 1st, 2025. Because remember, we cruised in the wintertime. And we have done a lot of cruising. Practically every 2 weeks, we were back on a ship. And we liked it. But it was a lot. But we wanted to bring to you our experience on these ships, not cruise line ships. So in here, I'm going to give you my favorite ship and my favorite cruise line and the best value. So I'm going to make this quick. The Mardi Gras, February 1st, 2025. Loved it. We couldn't find anything wrong with it. It was packed and we didn't even know it. Okay. Carnival Elation did a back-to-back. That ship had a lot of problems. That was April 19th, 2025, April 24th, 2025. And I want to honestly say the first week was great. The kids were perfect. The second week, the teenagers were from hell. And everything on the ship did not work. Nothing technical worked. Susie! Mommy's working. All right. Then we had the Carnival Vista. Not a bad ship. Didn't really have any problems. The crew was lacking. Couldn't remember if they took our order. I didn't get my dinner twice in the main dining room. We did some specialty dining, the steakhouse, which I loved, my husband loved. But the menu that they were showing was wrong. And that was very upsetting to my son. So you get the ships. If you're going to put a menu on the app and say this is what's being served, make sure it is correct. Okay? The MSC Seashore, loved her layout. She was easy to remember. The crew was outstanding. They went backwards for you if they messed up. Then we had the Carnival Venezia. That was our Christmas cruise, and I have to honestly say I did not like the ship. It was the Susie. Mommy's working here. It just was. And I mean, they had a lot of things going on, but some things I think they had too much going on. And on the MSC, it was a beautiful ship. I mean, it's a Carnival ship, okay, the Venezia. And it was supposed to keep, every night I put into to have, because it was a celebration, I wanted to sit next to the big 40-foot gondola in the main dining room. Never got it. And they said, well, I never asked. Well, I had a recording that I asked. They didn't like that very much. Told me that I had needed permission. I said, no, I don't. And then we went on the Norwegian Gem. Very nice ship, very relaxed. We got 300 minutes of free internet with that package, 3 free dining, and a drink, all you can drink package. Loved it. Didn't have any problems with the ship. The crew was great. The Adventures of the Sea. I missed Royal Caribbean. Let me tell you, no complaints there except for customer service just not living up to par. All right, then we have the Norwegian Gem. Not real impressed with that ship. Layout totally different. We were the young ones, okay? And there was just not enough to do. And the games they played were lame. All right, then we have the MSC Grandiosa. She's a nice ship. We actually went on her February 28th, 2026. I didn't want to come back on her. We tried to, this is something we found out about MSC and I did not like. That it doesn't matter what the reason is. They will not cancel it for you unless you're dead. My husband could have had eye surgery a week or 2 earlier. They would not cancel it, give a refund, or move it to another ship. So that just shows you they're not willing to work with you. Susie, Mama's working here. Okay? He's just having a fit. He's fine, guys. He's just laying over there, just being a fuzzy buddy. All right. Then we went back on the Grandiosa March 21st, 2026. 7-day. I tried to make the very best, as you saw all the videos that I caught some hidden gems. I had to ask questions because the first time nobody would answer me, like how much the bowling was, all this stuff. And I got all that information the second time around. And the best part, the crew that was on this ship was from the seashore, my favorite ship. Also, the cruise director, Joseph, I call him Joseph, but yeah. Hey, looky, right? Well, he was on the first MSC ship we were on. He filled in for the existing cruise director who got very, very ill. Now they gave him his own ship. He is on the Grandiosa. He's still learning his trade. He's still finding his niche. He's still getting in the groove, and he's doing things differently. So please, tell him I say hi. And, you know, that is it for right now. So we did quite a bit. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cruises. Now, our next cruising season. We are taking a break this summertime because we're RVers. That's right, we're also RVers, and we love to travel around our own area, learn about history, just find some hidden gems. I can't wait to share that with you. It will be either here or on my RV page. So, now, our next coming up cruises. Now, this is a celebration cruise, so it really doesn't count. It's the Mardi Gras. All right, that's August 1st. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. We have September 13th, the Allure of the Seas. She just got out of dry dock. Star of the Seas. We got a hidden gem with that room, November 1st. November 18th, the Explorer of the Seas. Then we have December 7th. We always do a Christmas cruise. Jewel of the Seas. Then we just canceled MSC Posia. It was a 11 night cruise, but you know, it took us a lot to get that canceled. And the only reason they allowed us to cancel it because he did say he needed more eye surgery, and the fact that it wasn't paid off. That's another click. If it's not paid off, you may be able to, but you have to call a special number. You just can't call customer service to cancel it. But the best thing to do is to have someone working for you from MSC, your person who represents you, which we have, Kate, thank you. You're a wonderful woman. And that she found us an absolute deal. We got so many extra perks for this cruise, but it's the MSC Eupolia. It's the new cruise. It's grayed out. It's when we go on it will be in Port Canaveral. It's brand new. And it will be not until November 27. So that's like our Christmas cruise. And it is a 7-night. So those are our future cruises. I can't wait to share them to you. Now, I'm going to tell you what's the best value. MSC was the best value. Not MSC, NCL was the best value. Why? You got 3 specialty dining rooms. You got a drink package with everything included, okay? Depending on what ship, it either has a coffee, Vanessa, or Starbucks. And a lot of people said Starbucks was included, and actually I asked, Starbucks is not included, guys. So that was the value with everything that came on it. Now, my favorite cruise line, I wonder if you can guess. Royal Caribbean has always been, and they've never disappointed. Now, and that's okay to have a favorite cruise line. Favorite ship of this cruising season had it shipped together had to be the Mardi Gras by Carnival. Now, I know a lot of people that have stopped cruising on Carnival or will still cruise, but not like they did because they've opened themselves to other cruise lines. And it's okay with that. Because of all these crazy changes. And they just didn't like it. They felt, you know, they were so loyal. Even every now and then they may have done a different cruise on there's a sister cruise, but they did feel they were let down. And that's, I have no control over that. Believe me, I've had some people. So that is our cruising season that is our best value. What I thought was the worst and nickel pinned you to death, this may even shock you, it was MSC. I'm going to tell you something. I bought a ship. I buy ships now. Not every ship, but I do buy a ship. That was $90, that ship. Okay. $40 for the other ships. Their internet was $40 a day, and you know, usually the more you're on the ship, there's a discount floating through. There was no discount there, honey. It was $40 a day regardless. Boom. Okay, that was it, and that was for one device. So could you imagine? I saw these people with kids all had tablets that had internet on them. A couple $1,000s right there. Unless you get something in an email about a special price for a drink package, we got it down for $30 a day. That was on one MSC. We did have the drink package. On one MSC, we did not have the drink package. And I have to honestly say that, I don't know. I have to get the drink. The alcohol package is the policy, if you get it. So I know we were on a seashore. We all had a drink package, and they said you want to upgrade my husband because they don't drink, so they has upgraded him to the Supreme alcohol package. They evidently don't do that because the next time we went there, they didn't offer that. So, yeah, they were the ones that mostly in the shops, all the little extras, everything was just, yeah, with a nickel and pin. They didn't have, buffet was free, dinner was free, but if you wanted a sandwich or something, you didn't really get that in the buffet. And if you wanted a sandwich, we had to go to Captain on Deck 2, and I paid $10 for a hamburger. It was absolutely gorgeous and huge, with some fries that were great, and a drink for $10. So I mean, this hamburger was huge. So that just tells you how different each ship is, and that's why I do it by my experience on each ship. Now, it was nice to have cruise members from the seashore coming up to me and saying, oh my God, you're here on this ship. And then I was just here 2 weeks ago. It also changed the vibe of the ship with the crew members. So you got to remember that when you're picking. You can't take it out on the cruise line, because each ship, and I'm going to tell you this again, is based on the cruise director, the captain, and the crew. And here is something else. I have asked many, and I still have friends with lots of my room stewards, wait staff, and some of them don't work for the cruise line in that capacity anymore. But they will say, this is an example. If they were supposed to get $21,000 a month, and then you all tip, and I said, what do you get? He said, $21,000 a month. If we don't tip, you'll get $21,000 a month. So that kind of bothered me a little bit. And I also was finding out not all ship is sold out, even though they say they're not. So that cost is compensating for the alcohol they think they're going to sell and they don't, the rooms that they don't book. That's where that money's going. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to believe me. I don't care. But I've been cruising for over 20 years. I'm going to tell you something, guys. You can't see it, but you can see all the symbols. I have been cruising for a long time. Okay? And I just don't know what to say, but I do tip, and I do tip well. And I tip the second to last day. My store gets $10 a day from me, okay, regardless if I let them in and clean my room or not. My wait staff get $10 from me, each person who serves me every night, okay? And if there's someone I go into a lounge and they serve me, I will find them and tip them. And that's how I know I'm getting good service. I used to be a waitress long ago, okay? And that's how customer service is very important. If you want to earn that extra money, if this is not the job for you, then you shouldn't be in that job. I was there doing it for a year before going to college, so you understand. But anyway, I have hit my 15-minute mark. I hope you like this video. I hope you hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, or join me on my other webpage. I will be posting some of our trip on here, so you don't have to go there if you don't want to. And check out our RV. I'm getting it ready. We had to cancel a trip because of eye surgery. So we just postponed it. We didn't cancel it to next month, May. So see you all then. See you on the next cruise.